Searching for information in Microsoft 365 could be very challenging. I can imagine you spend a lot of time on the daily work to find proper document, proper Excel file or email from somebody in your organization. Today I will show you how you can do that from the perspective of the whole Microsoft 365. How to search across Microsoft 365 through Teams, through OneDrive, through your emails, through your messages in Microsoft Teams from one place, how to use it in SharePoint, in Microsoft Teams, and also example how Copilot could help you to search for the specific information in your Microsoft 365 tenant. And again, this is the feature that many times is totally overlooked by the business users, so it's worth to remind them there is the full text search engine that you can use. And if you wish more videos like this, I highly recommend you to leave your thumbs up, subscription or comment below. So let's move forward and let's see how you can search across Microsoft 365. And few words about the search engine in Microsoft 365. First of all, this is full text search. So every document, every website that contains text content will be indexed and you will be able to search for these documents, for these SharePoint sites or files across Microsoft 365 based on the text that you will put in the search box. And the second thing, your permissions will be applied. So you will never find the information that you don't have access to. And this will be universally applied to every user in the organization. You shouldn't be scared that somebody will find something that does not have access to. Search engine in Microsoft 365 always applies permissions and access rules and will never grant or allow somebody to find information without proper access rights. Search across whole Microsoft 365. So we will start our searching from office.com website. Whenever you will work around Microsoft 365, always in the middle of the top bar, you will have capability to start the search engine. And this search box will allow you to, first of all, to open some applications that are available as a part of Microsoft 365, recommend some files that maybe you were working in last days, people that you can looking for, or SharePoint sites that could be interesting for you. So let's check how the search engine will work for you. The only thing you need to do is to put the word, for instance, project that you want to look for across Microsoft 365. First of all, you will get the access to the project application. What does it mean? If you have no idea how to find the link to Planner or other app, just put that name in the search box and this application will be immediately delivered to you. Moreover, you will find also SharePoint sites that are available in this, let's say, pop-up quick search results. But let's dig in using the search icon and we will get to the point you get access to the search engine across Microsoft 365. It could be super old video file that is found somewhere in your OneDrive, maybe from 2021. SharePoint sites that contains that word or contains the content, because you can see the results are not based only on the title but also on the content of the page. This is super important. You need to remember that the search engine is full text search, so all text content that is included will be indexed and you can search through it. You will find SharePoint sites, you get OneDrive folders that could be interesting, and interesting SharePoint pages that could include the specific word. Moreover, on the top bar you have capability to search, especially from perspective of SharePoint, OneDrive or Viva Learning if you're using it, and immediately you get access to the training materials available in this product. Moreover, you have additional filtering. You can search through the specific type of the file or using some kind of period of time where this specific information was included. But I also want to highlight top navigation. You go to SharePoint sites that are recommended through your results. Again, you can see This is nominated based on the title, but also based on the content of these pages. You can search through the news across Microsoft 365. Maybe this information is published as an announcement, messages across Microsoft Outlook or Microsoft Teams. And this is also important, you have this additional annotation here. Remember, you will see here only the elements that you have access to and 2 elements that are totally not used across Microsoft 365. Images. So remember, all the pictures that are uploaded to OneDrive and SharePoint will be indexed based on the title, but also if this will include the text inside it, it will be OCR'd, and it also will allow you to find this information. You can see in this JPEG file, project is a part of the text inside the picture, and we can also find it. Imagine looking for invoice, looking for the recipe somewhere in the Microsoft 365. And the last section, videos, you have the capability also to look through the videos across Microsoft 365 based on the title or based on the description. And one more element that is super important, you can search for the people that are available in your organization. For instance, looking for the Szymon Bochniak, and you can get the access to the information about that person, email address, possibility to chat in the Microsoft Teams or phone number. You will also get the access to the organization structure of that person. This is fantastic tool to get access to your information across whole Microsoft 365. Search for your files and documents in SharePoint and OneDrive. In case of SharePoint, you get very similar experience. You get the access to the full text search based on the top navigation. If you will ask for the specific term, you will get access to the results from perspective of SharePoint, also extended some data from OneDrive. And you can see you get the news folder, SharePoint site, and the files found in these 2 platforms. You can filter based on this term across specific content and also look for that information exactly in here. But general experience between Office.com and SharePoint is very similar. If you want to search across the whole Microsoft 365 using full text search, use Office.com. If you want to search through SharePoint/OneDrive, use SharePoint search engine. Search across Microsoft Teams to find messages, chats, or documents that you're using in Teams and collaborating with others. If you're searching for the data across Microsoft Teams, again, you're using top bar search window, and you can search automatically for the files that could be interesting for you, for the group chats that you used lately, or the teams and channels that you collaborate in. This could be a very easy way to find quickly link to the specific team, specific channel, rather than navigate through the whole complex navigation on the left side. But on the top side of the navigation, you have your native search engine. And if you will put there any specific name, you will immediately find the information that could be useful for you in the very similar model that was present in the previous part. So first of all, you can get easy contact to the person in your organization, messages that you sent with this person lately, or the documents you were collaborating together. On the top navigation, you can filter across different elements that we already mentioned, and this is the model you already know from perspective of the Office.com and SharePoint Online. And many people complain about this search engine across Teams because Teams becomes our native tool to work on. And again, I would highly recommend you, if you will start to filtering on the top navigation, you can again filter more from perspective of additional filters that will pop up in here. This is not super detailed engine, but could be very useful from the perspective of the full text search, because maybe you will not looking for Roman Gore, but for Glassstrokes. And in such a case, you will find specific chat that you did with somebody about specific product in Microsoft Teams. And one more pro tip that could help you from perspective of founding something across very complex chat window with other colleagues, Ctrl+F allows to search across specific chat. So if you will have very long, very big chat window with multiple colleagues, searching for a specific word will be also possible across specific chat window. Remember, the only thing you need to use is the Ctrl+F on your keyboard, then this find in chat window will appear in here. I highly recommend you to play with search engine in Teams. I know that it's not mostly love feature there, but if you will spend a little time with it and use a little different approach, you can find it very useful. Use generative AI to find information across Microsoft 365. And great functionality for searching across Microsoft 365 could be also Copilot for Microsoft 365. Again, remember, you need to have the license, that is additional add-on subscription, but in general, searching using Copilot works very similar way. It will only deliver you the results which you have access to, but will not use just full text search to deliver you specific information. And the prompting, you need to ask Copilot about something. One word will not be enough, but let's try it. And if we will ask Copilot about Glassrocks, so the product that we discussed in the chat window, we can see what kind of elements Copilot will find across Microsoft 365. And you can see, you will get the feedback where this information is found. So first of all, we have one email about it, which we did not found previously, and also additional chat discussion, which we already found. And you can see what we found. We found the email that we get from Viva and Engage about Glassrocks. And again, this could be quite interesting because you can see this is totally different approach to finding information, but also let's try something different. So let's try to ask Copilot what it can tell us about Project Lydon. And Copilot will search for this information across all the data in the Microsoft 365 and try to deliver you most suitable information. And you can see Copilot found exactly that Project Lydon is the team site that is used by the group of people that working on something that using power-ups in Microsoft Teams. And as a result, we get multiple resources, so information about the emails, about the website, about project included in there, and reference materials across all these data sources. From perspective of very wide, very high level question, we can get a lot of details from Microsoft Copilot and drill down into it. But again, this is totally different way of searching, and moreover, sometimes we do not know what we want to search for. We do not know the proper naming, but we can find the information like what are the projects that we should be interested right now in the organization rather than specific project itself. So you can see there are some features that could be useful for you from perspective of searching and finding the information in Microsoft 365. Try it in the office.com level where you can search across the whole Microsoft 365 platform, SharePoint and Teams. I know first impression is not that great, but in the end this is the tool that works quite well and started to evolve and deliver much better search results. And if you have the capabilities to use Copilot, also try to use it because it could be very efficient, especially to find the information that you have zero idea where they are or sometimes what they are. I hope that this video will motivate you to check the search engine in the Microsoft 365 because this is the tool that could really save your time. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video.